Hi guys, and welcome back to Danganranpa. So, we just found out that Sayaka was murdered, and we went through the discussion of the class trial, and we have one of our students disagreeing with Monokuma, and we're gonna see what happens from here. So, are you enjoying yourself now? I mean, he gets a great view. Are you? Huh? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. So he stated this at the beginning. You're not allowed to hit him, basically. I invoked a mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear Gungnir. And that's it. She's donezo. This wasn't supposed to. Why me? Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again. I don't. This can't be real. No way. Well, she's gone. She's the first victim of Monokuma, per se. Now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. Okay? I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson, after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right? Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you will get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey these school regulations. Alright, he's dead serious. She's gone. She's donezo. Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Everybody there could deny what they just seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She was murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. No more remarkable than the inevitable demise of an entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic. It's not like that when you die. You don't really die. This is reality. Why did you have to kill her? Don't you say that you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Alright, chill out. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying that I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma. Anyways, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you all in search of the blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it the Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know about the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing and I got to see it all go down. Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair or accurate judgment during the trial, now could I? That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting. Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Alright. Junko's gone, Sayaka's dead, and now we have to figure out who killed Sayaka. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it really was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now is no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having a total faith in everyone else. Huh? Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust, of course, is up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable to or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened. Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to get themselves strength. But they were right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to find out why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Here we go. So, we're gonna move into our investigation. So, let's go talk to Kyoko. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking about putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. Ooh. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyways. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we have to let Mondo... We can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. What? Why the hell not? Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering to guard duty, you're in the position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you. Well, I mean, he's right. Even if you're not the person, we have to suspect at least something. Fine, then I'll stay on duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with two people. With their strats, they're totally OP. Alright. Since we won't be able to help the investigation, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Next up, we're gonna look at the dead body here. Okay. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Alright, so this guy has been completely dismissive, but now it's starting to set in. He's dead? And that means... It means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no. Someone save me. Let me out of here. Somebody help me. You're just now accepting that? Alright, and now we're going to talk to Celeste. Hehe, so you finally noticed. Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we just received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's room. What? She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. Just for one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had gone to complete 180 just from a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll need to collect clues from the form of a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say more? I'd rather you didn't, no. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like that, Kyoko, he had gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right. Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this right here, right now, and they're thinking about destroying that evidence, they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. You gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not like... It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. Even if you wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyways. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had been filled with suspicion. Does everyone think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? How did it end up like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. It didn't even matter. Why do they have to suspect me? Because it was in your room, bro. I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will. Execution is execution. Execution. Alright, we got that. Alright, electric chair, you know, stuff like that. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Now, we are in the investigation. So now, we are all through that. So the victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if you want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth. So, we all can survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out who she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for this episode, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and in the next episode, we're going to go investigate the death of Sayaka to find out who was the killer.